Alright you lot, how's it going? So, many questions on tick overs and other problems with bloody Jesus, other problems involving tick overs. That's better. So, I'll use this carnage as an example, as long as it's got battery power. I think it has. Yeah, it has, yeah. So let's turn on that. Lovely. Oh. Bloody wrong transmitter. Hold on. Well, I'll have to scrap using the transmitter because I've got no batteries for it. So, a lot of people, they don't seem to realise, so this is why I'm here, to make you realise. So, you need to set your servo up properly, right? Now, when your servo is in the neutral position, right, it'll only be set to wherever your trim is. So you've got trim on here, and you're looking for TH trim on any transmitter. So TH trim, that's this one. So you need to set it, you need to look, you can do this with the engine off, or you can do it with the engine on, it doesn't really matter. You need to set it so that that's all the way shut, that is on tick over, right? But you need to make sure that the brakes aren't on when it's on tick over. Because some people, what happens is, they have their throttle, their tick over screw, which is there, right, the little one on the right hand side. Now that's set too low, and then they have the servo, the throttle trim, set too far closed. So when they brake, the servo goes like that, pushes on the throttle, but also puts the brake on, and then the engine stops. So what you need to do in order to get your tick over set up properly, make sure you need to do a teamwork between the screw on the carburetor and your throttle trim on your transmitter. Now, I wouldn't recommend adjusting any of these until you have determined that they are the problem. Play around with the throttle trim, play around with the tick over screw, and get it so that on the neutral position, when you apply the brake, put the brake on, the brake should come on, the throttle shouldn't move. Let go of the brake should come off, right? So that is brakes. You let go of the brake should come off, like that, and the throttle shouldn't move. When you get it so that the car is ticking over when the brakes are on, and then you let go of the brakes, and then the car revs up, that's because you've got the trim set wrong, and you're now in the neutral position, but it's opened up the throttle. So you just have to adjust the trim so the servo is in neutral position and the throttle is closed. It won't go no more. That's it. See, there's play there. It won't go no more. And the brakes aren't on. If you play with the trim and all of these are out of whack. That's my lovely wife sending me a text message. What are we having for dinner? I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, you need to, then once you've determined that they are out of whack, you can then just undo the grub screws, move them slightly, move them around. You'll have to play. I can't tell you what position they need to be in. You could take a rough idea from here. If you've got a carnage, you can take a rough idea from looking at this, how my one's set up, because my one is set up perfectly, and it is. You can have a little look at where these are and set them up the same, but you just need to play around. Patience is a virtue. That is it, my friends. So you've got to work between the tick over screw in there, the throttle trim on there, and you just need to play with it. You don't have to have the engine on. You can have it on the bench like I have, and you can just get it. You don't need to hear the engine. If the throttle is closed and it won't go anymore, that is tick over. You don't need to hear it and think, oh, is it running or whatever. You can just look, and that is that. Job done. Hope that helps. Hope I made it nice and simple for you lot, because it is simple. It's not overly complicated. Don't let anybody tell you that it's complicated, because it's not. So there you go. Enjoy yourselves. Work it out. You'll be fine. Any questions, put it in the comments. Simple as that. And I'll help you. Somebody else will help you. But it's as plain and simple as I've just told you. There's no other way around it. So I'll see you lot later on.